Good morning, Paulette. It's Jay Obertans at Rorick Mazda. So I thought this might be a little bit more helpful to you. This is the vehicle that we've been discussing. This is our 2021 Mazda Mx5 Miata. It is the Grand Touring level and in one of my favorite combinations, which is the polymetal paint. That's actually one of the reasons why I jumped out of my CX-5 into a Mazda 3 hatchback when this paint first debuted about a year and a half ago. Because it can take on everything from kind of like a gunmetal gray to this sort of whale kind of bluish look, but what's really unique to it, it has this sort of matte kind of clay-like finish. And then you will see from the interior, you have these really pretty white Nappa leather seats. Now, being the Grand Touring trim level, it is going to be fully loaded, having everything from the heated leather seats. Mazda, in a small vehicle like this, managed to pack 8 audio speakers for the Bose system. And surprisingly, even being a sports car, that you do have all of the safety features from your CX-5. So this vehicle can help give you an indication if you're drifting out of the lane. You'll have the blind spot monitoring that will light up in each side mirror. If you're ever about to hit anything, it'll alert you and automatically apply the brakes for you. You'll have your LED lights that will sort of bend to the left and to the right at night, depending upon your trim level of CX-5 may do that. And then they can even read other light sources to use the high and low beams automatically. Now, navigation will be standard, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have the little button here, much like depending again on what trim level CX-5 you have, to lock and unlock the door, and you'll see it's going to be a very similar setup with the Mazda Connect system down there. Backup camera obviously is going to be standard as well. Now, the polymetal does carry through here, but you'll notice this vehicle just got off the truck, so everything is kind of still taped in plastic, but if I peel it back a little bit, you'll see the kind of exterior color carries over to the interior. What's pretty nifty is you might see these perforations in the headrest and see this little Bose icon. Your actual headrest is a Bose speaker, and the reason why that those are cut out is anytime that the top is put down, it will actually channel the majority of the sound to come through the headrest, so that way right where your ears are at, so sound isn't lost. Now, of course, it's going to be very similar Mazda layout, as I have mentioned, and there's going to be a lot more features to kind of go over, but I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of this gorgeous white interior and kind of this color combination, so at least that way you had an understanding that A, the vehicle is still available, and it might even have helped answer a few questions you had on equipment and availability. Now, very interesting is with us, I will say you had mentioned maybe you had purchased your last Mazda at Preston, and I think Preston is up near the Boardman area. So what's interesting is we're about the same distance from Toronto to Boardman, actually probably a little bit less from Toronto to here, as I'm pretty familiar with dealer trading with them on Boardman Canfield Road. Now, something very unique, if you do purchase your vehicle through Rorick, all of the routine maintenance is lifetime free. So every time that your vehicle needs an oil change, every 6 months or 5,000 miles, it's 100% free the life that you own the vehicle. Anytime that you're in the Pittsburgh area, stop by. You have free car washes on any vehicle in the household. And then also you get a loaner car for the day, so you don't even have to wait on it. I would say if you're ever like me, and one day I used to wake up all the time when I lived with my parents and be like, I'm going to PenMac and I'm going to the Strip and I'm getting meats and cheeses and all kinds of other shit that I probably shouldn't eat. But anyway, if you decided to do that, drop off your vehicle, get a free oil change, take one of our loaners for the day, and come back and pick it up. But Paulette, I really appreciate it, and likewise, I'll look forward to hearing back and hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you again.